Sometimes in the African American community, it's hard to get voices. It's hard to get somebody to really, really just go in and explain what's happening, how we're feeling, without having to go through all of this, for lack of a better term, homogenizing or trying not to offend. If you are looking for that voice, you have found it here with A Moment with Erik Fleming. I am your host, Erik Fleming, and it is my hope that through this podcast, I can be that voice.
Here again, just like Black women are undervalued, underrepresented, and discounted, so are a lot of the businesses, that perception of it. We need to really move beyond that stigma that Black has to be discounted, that Black doesn't have value, that if you have a bad experience at one bad Black company, it doesn't mean that that's the same way for all of them.
Because people don't see it, and they're really kind of feeling themselves if they don't see it. But we might be coming to a return of a good feelings, quote unquote, era where there's one relevant political party and then there's an irrelevant political party.
In an aggregate sense of Black churches in America, very little of those resources go toward trying to make societal change. You know, they'll build new churches. They'll raise $60,000 or $100,000 on the pastor's anniversary. You know, but you can't get them to raise that much to help homeless folk.
So it's like, to laugh at that is disrespectful. And I think if people on the other side want to get more than 10% of the Black vote, they've got to stop disrespecting Black people. They've got to stop disrespecting Black history. When you say, I don't want to teach critical race theory, great. Don't go to that law school that teaches it. They're not going to teach it at the elementary school where your child goes to.
And so when we look at policing in this country, yes, we had a system of laws that were created that favored one group over another. And it was because there were other laws that allowed that to happen. And so, and who wrote the laws, right? Who's sitting around the table and who's deciding these things is a major factor in how all of this comes about.
Evil of white supremacy is that you didn't even want to let us leave. You don't want us to be in our own communities. You don't want us to set up our own thing. And if we get tired of it, you don't want us to leave. That's a bad relationship, right? That's a terrible relationship. You want to control us so bad that we don't have any recourse. If we say we don't want to play with you anymore, you still show up on our playground.
No matter how intense the struggle is now, we know that this has been a struggle for a long time in America.
Disenfranchised citizens have done their best throughout our history to raise their voices to the powers that be.
However, as the political storms that brew over Washington grow stronger every day, it appears that no voice is being heard.
Despite this climate, there is hope. There is a clear, passionate voice that uses experience to present reason in the chaos.
A Moment with Erik Fleming is that voice. Tune into Spotify, Google, or Apple Podcasts for the voice of these times.